Let's talk about Omar Gooden and Mr. Camron. It is what it is. Now, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see, they've been going back and forth. Now, obviously, your first question is going to be like, where does this spawn from? Well, Camron was speaking about black actors as something he had a discrepancy about black actors in Hollywood. And somehow the Goodens got mentioned. Not necessarily Omar Gooden, but Mr. Cuban Gooden Junior. Cuba, I be getting the name, I don't know if it's Cuba. I do believe it's Cuba. We'll go with that one for now. All right, Cuban Gooden Junior. There was something he made in reference to him. And somehow it got confused for Omar Gooden Jr. All right. Now, Omar Gooden Jr., I think he was just making a reference to Omar Gooden Jr., and I think he mistakenly called him his brother, right? Now, this is what spawned this war right now that's going on right now. So Camron has he made some diabolical thing, and he actually designed a movie. He wrote a movie. Camron actually wrote a movie and a script, and he's starring Omar Gooden in it. Omar Gooden, I'm about to say Junior. I apologize, but he's starring Omar Gooden in it, unbeknownst to Omar Gooden. He's not aware that this movie is being funded by Mr. Camron, all right? And there was a lot of little things within there, little red flags that would have gave him an indication if he was paying attention that Cam put this together. I think the movie was called Killer in Spanish. Irony. Now, with that being said, you already know Cuban Gooden Jr., he suffers from identities, right? It's like identity crisis. I got an older brother. When you have older brothers that have a lot of accomplishments, you got to carve your own niche in society. You got to make your own identity out here. Or you're going to forever be in correlation with him, and they're always going to, when they relate to him, when they relate to you, they're always going to mention him and probably him first, which can be annoying because you got to have your own identity in life. So, you know, with all the accolades that Omar Gooden, you already know that's Trey. Trey let me out the car. You already know with all the movies that he's been in association with, despite the Diddy, the Diddy, how you say, the appearance at Diddy's freak offs. That part. He has a lot of accolades, which his brother's always going to make sure that they distinguish between the both of them, so he doesn't have to live in those shoes, because those are big shoes to fill. No Diddy. That part. That part. Now, Camron comes up with this diabolical scheme. Let's break down the Camron scheme, y'all. And we're going to get a chance to watch the videos, too. There's some videos to watch. I'm going to show you guys the videos. But let's break down the Camron scheme, all right? Well, Camron comes with this genius idea. First of all, let's congratulate Camron. I'm hearing through the grapevine that Cam is the new CEO. He's running things over there at Revolt TV. Applaud that. Cam's running things at Revolt TV. You guys know this is on the hill of Diddy, the hills of Diddy's departure, resignation. He resigned from his position. He gave up his position. He relinquished his position at Revolt TV on the hills of all the trial and everything, right? So Cam, he's a new, fresh face, a fresh look, new ideas, right? So hence he comes up with this great genius idea to make a fake movie. But it's actually a real movie because, ironically enough, he premiered it on Revolt TV. Hold up, man. This is diabolical. Applaud Mr. Camron for being so diabolical. Diabolical. Now, with that being said, before we're gonna move, let's go to Cam a little bit. Just pause for me. Pause 1 minute. No Diddy, pause. Cam be taking over shit. Camron takes over companies. Camron is one of those moguls that you need to watch out for because he's taking over aggressively. All right? Let's give examples of what Camron did. Camron took over the Rock Nation. You remember? I'm not Rock, excuse me, Rockefeller Records. He took that over. You got to keep in mind, Cam has a different type of approach. when he comes into these, he's very independent thinking. Dame Dash, I think, adopted that mentality, whatever, what have you. But Cam is taking over. So he just didn't take over that. Camron took over the sports industry, as in sports commentating, from a street level. He's a force to be reckoned with. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you see Chad Ochocinco and all of them competing with Cam. Cam just got in that space with Mace, and they making a impact, like how would you say, like the Grand Canyon, that type of an impact, a meteoric, not meteor, like a meteorite impact. All right. That part. So now, shout out to Cam, man. Diabolical. Let's get back to the actual what Cam did. Listen, man. Cam had a list of demands for Omar Gooding. Ridiculous demands. Absurd. Cam had the man in the doing push-ups throughout the movie. The movie's called Killer. He had no clue. It was in Spanish. The actors inside the movies were speaking Spanish to him. He had no clue what they were saying. I'm pretty sure that they prompted him. They told him there was something there other than what it actually was. Now with Camron on Revolt TV, I seen when Camron released the video, the movie. He released the movie. It showed in the captions what they were actually saying. So obviously they was calling this man fat, making comparisons to him like potato body. I'm paraphrasing, but they was talking about his body. Obviously, you know what I mean? You know he got the what's the name? You know he got the man breasts. You know he's big on, and I want to play that video with him speaking about it, right? And I'm gonna give it up to Omar Gooding, because Omar Gooding was a great how would you say, he played how's he, a team player? He took one for the team. A great sport. That's what I want to say. Omar Gooding, that part. I applaud you, brother. You was a great sport. But nonetheless, Camron had a ridiculous list of demands throughout the movie. So you guys get a chance, check out Revolt TV. Check it out for yourself. You're going to see Camron. He's actually commentating throughout the whole thing, right? He's letting them know, yeah, I'm the one that got you doing those push-ups, fool. You doing push-ups. The way the Spanish guys, they were speaking to him. They were dissing the shit out of him. He was unaware of what was going on. But Camron also gave the man some credit. Now, let's speak about Omar Gooding. Once again, shout out to Cam and shout out to Mace. All right. Now, Omar Gooding, great sport. Omar Gooding, not the junior. He was mad at Cam because he kept saying junior. All right. But Omar Gooding was a great sport. First of all, his acting, I would say it was kind of like the acting was lackluster, despite what Camron stated. Camron said he actually was serious, and Camron evidently liked it. The acting. Camron appeared to like the movie. So I don't know where this is going, but he has monetized this movie at this point. But the movie is kind of like a parody, but it's not. Now, Omar Gooding has released a plethora of diss records aimed at Camron. Hold up, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hold up. That part. A plethora of disses aimed at Camron. Now, I don't know if you guys knew that if Omar Gooding knew how to rap. I wasn't aware if the man knew how to rap. You know what I mean? I knew that he did, he fools around with the rapping, but I didn't know that he took it serious. Well, apparently this man takes it more serious than we take him. Now, Omar Gooding has released, I think, over 2 diss records aimed at Camron. First of all, the first record that he dissed Camron on, I wasn't a big fan of that, Omar. The record wasn't that fire. But I'm gonna give you a for effort. You know what I mean? Because just for you stepping out there and you being an actor, you know what I mean? People kind of like look down upon that and they think like you gonna do some clown shit. But it was, I can't even go as far as say it's okay. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, right? You made A for effort. Nonetheless, let's talk about the second effort. That one, that part, The second effort was a way back. I think he released that 2 months ago. The first one he released like 6 months ago, but the one he released 2 months ago, that was a better effort. I like the way the breath control. I like the dynamics of the rounds. I like the you did your thing, right? It had substance there. Now throughout the middle, you kind of lost me a little bit, but I'm still gonna give you your credit. You did your numbers. Now, is that enough, Omar, to wake Cam up? I don't think Cam's gonna come out of Cam's not even retirement, but I don't think Cam's gonna take you up on that offer. But I would suggest that you keep releasing music like I'm hearing you're going to, because apparently Omar is planning on releasing more music, right? Using this as a catalyst. So not only Camron is taking advantage of actually, not only Camron taking advantage of the situation, monetizing it, but Omar, he's monetizing it too. So Omar's planning on releasing this new project. We're gonna be here for it. This is Omar's first project as a rapper. We've only known him as a actor, right? But now we have to kind of like look at him in a different light. He's kind of skeptical as to what trajectory, what he's projected to make. This is a whole new space for him. But one thing I can say is Camron is giving this man excellent promotion. Listen, if you ever wanted to rap, Omar, this is the time, and I think you're aware of that. Ironically enough, with all the making fun of this man, Camron threw this man an alley-oop. Let me tell y'all something, man. When these niggas is talking about these niggas like the 50 Cents, now you got Cam. Cam is throwing niggas life jackets, right? The extra life, for the fact that I don't recall Omar even being a trending topic at any point. Though I do give he's an okay actor. I'm not taking away from his acting ability. Yes, he's subpar in some regards, right? But he did play some. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm shooting him bell. I'm not really a fan of his acting. So with that being said, he threw this man a lifeline. All right, let's be honest. Cam threw this man a lifeline, similar to 50 Cent, especially in these days of the internet. So right now, Omar is all over the algorithm, which I'm pretty sure he's taking advantage of. And according to Omar, he's planning on releasing this new, he's planning on releasing that new, what's the name? He's planning on releasing this new project. Now, I wanted to play the Camron video. I really want to play this Camron video, but I'm concerned about copyright. Infringement. I'm really concerned about that. I want to play some of this Cam, but well, let's try it, man. We're gonna play piece by piece, piece by piece. There's a lot of no Diddy today, man. Hold up. Listen, you guys. This is a safe place. It's a safe space. If you guys are new to this channel, take the opportunity to subscribe right now. Now, if you're a reoccurring viewer and you've been here before, you should be ashamed of yourself. Go ahead and take the opportunity, though. It's never too late, and subscribe right now. Let's get our subscribers up, all right? That part. Now, I'm finna pull up this video. In the meantime, I do want to speak about that too. There's some other stuff I want to speak about, but let me pull up this. All right. Sheesh. Diabolical. This is Cam. Let me tell y'all, man, Camron, that's very reminiscent of Paid in Full Cam. Harlem niggas, sick in the head, like my nigga Mark said. I think it's a Harlem nigga thing. Brooklyn niggas are grimy, but Harlem niggas, they get a little wicked. You hear me? All right.
So a lot of people was like, yo, Cam, what's going on with you and Omar Gooden Junior? Here's what happened.
Cast like, no disrespect to nobody I'm talking about, when like Vin Range, you sitting around, or Omar Gooden Junior, y'all niggas sitting around, like.
So that's what happened. I called him Omar Gooden Junior, and he's like, "That you calling me out my name? Cuban's the junior. How am I be the junior?" And he made 3 diss records. They wasn't that bad. They was actually pretty good, to be honest with you. But I was like, damn, this nigga's bugging.
Now, you see, I do apologize. Pardon me, my good people. Missing not just 2 records. He actually dropped 3 records. And I did make a mistake about that. But you see, Camron actually liked the records.
So when I did my freestyle, I said, please don't mention me with no Omar Gooden. He did another record. Cool. So this while we working on It Is What It Is, Duffer like, Kim, we ain't got time for that, man. We got to finish. I said, Duffer's right. But I'm on vacation. So I threw up a post the other day like, yo, you a Nickelodeon kid. Stop playing with grown folks. So what he do? He do another diss record. So you know me. I got a new way to play with niggas. Pause. Super pause. I'm going to start.
Okay, pause right there. No pun intended. Well, pun intended. Ironically enough, he said pause. Now, Camron did respond. I didn't know Cam responded. I wasn't aware of that. And he didn't respond no longer. Obviously, I think people advised him to fall back on that man, right? Because I don't think you battling Omar Gooden, that would have been a bad look for Cam. That part, I consider Cam a real lyricist. Let's get back to the video.
Booking niggas, cause y'all broke. A lot of niggas is broke. I booked that nigga for $7,500 to do a movie for 3 weeks. He said I didn't. So you know what I did? I booked the nigga to do a movie that's never coming out. Like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Omar. That movie you flew to Miami for, it ain't no movie coming out. I booked you. And I was laughing at you behind the scenes. I was there. I was sitting there laughing at you. And you know what? Now you're coming on Revolt tonight. Because you signed the paperwork saying I could do whatever with the footage. You thought them niggas was real movie producers? They are real movie producers. But them was my niggas. You was in a room full of niggas that was my niggas. Check it out, y'all. Look at this.
Whole staff. This is the whole staff from when I was shooting. Oh, look, he signed the paper.
Now, you guys see what's going on. That's Cam doing commentating about the movie. I'm trying to like bypass this because I think that might be copyright infringement because he's actually putting it up on Revolt. Well, let's continue from this point.
Nigga, fuck is wrong with you, man? You comfortable too. Nigga, mad comfortable. Put your titties.
All right, we're gonna leave that right there. I think we should stop right there. All right, just because I didn't edit the video. Now, you guys see, he had the man damn the ass out, the breast out, man breast out, looking crazy. Just the way that he had the man out there. It's a fake script. The script is not real, but the man played a real, like he played it, he's the head lead role, but he played it like as if it was a real script. So it was convincing is what I'm trying to tell you. But you see, Cam had a field day with all the list of demands. Now, at one point, there was a part in the script that Mr. Omar Gooding refused to execute that part of the script. He refused to act out that particular part of the script. What they were asking was something absurd. They were asking the man to lick the bottom of a shoe. Now, I'm going to give credit to Omar Gooding for having dignity. Because, bruh, if you didn't have no dignity, you would have been licking that shoe, and that would have been viral for a year. We would have been speaking about, you would have been the subject to every meme. You would have been the pun, the tell of every joke. Trust me, you would have been the butt of everybody's joke if you would have licked the bottom of that shoe. Thank God you have integrity, some type of dignity. Cam is diabolical. That part. Mr. Cameron, diabolical. Now, like I said, you guys, Omar, he has a movie that he's planning on coming out with. Now, this movie, project, as in music. Pardon me. He has his rap project coming out. Now, he's using this as a catalyst, once again, to catapult what he got going on. So, him and Camron both are very smart. wise. They're taking advantage of the situation. You see, in this climate on the internet, all publicity is good publicity. It's how you react to this shit. And if you do this intentional, you will know how to react to it. He's dropping a project. Cam utilized this to use this as a catalyst to catapult his position at Revolt TV and bring some views to Revolt TV and bring awareness to his new position at Revolt TV. Man, big shout out to, listen, we got to applaud Cam a lot during this this broadcast. That part. All right, man. Now, I want to talk a little bit. There was some parts that he said, and now, Cam, I know you don't want to battle against him, but he did say some things in his raps that I want to speak about because those punchlines were kind of cool. I never heard nobody go at Cam like that and say that, put it in that way, in that format. I never heard that before. When he's saying, "Oh, we like the gap tooth," he said, "We like the gap tooth Cam." He said the gap tooth Cam. I forgot what he said. He said something, but he referred to Cam when he had the gap tooth. You know what I mean? And he's talking about he got new teeth, and we like the gap tooth Cam. And he said some other very disrespectful. And I'm missing a part, also another part that he said, but he had. I'm not gonna say not necessarily quotables. I won't go as far as to say that. But he had some interesting lines in there aimed at Camron, man. He said something else too, man. I should have wrote down them punchlines, bro. He had some punch. He said something. He said, not even Mace. He said Camron. He said, who that was? Nah, that was somebody else. That was another rap out. My bad. That was I'm confusing raps. Listen, shout out to Cam Revolt TV. Let me mention that too. Shawnee, and I think Bonnie Godiva and Shawnee, the rapper, the battle rappers. All right, Revolt TV, they're gonna be hosting these battle rap events. All right, Camron is into the battle rap and Lee. I think he's started his own battle rap thing, and Camron is going into that industry. So y'all know Cam is a very competitive person, so he's the perfect person, and it's a sport. And you know, just like sports, he does it. It is what it is. Battle rapping is a sport too. So Camron has his battle rap thing going. Now on the tail end of Camron doing that fake movie starring Omar Gooding, Cam had a battle rap on the tail end of that. So when I was done watching that, I seen Shawnee, the rapper, and I also seen I saw Shawnee the rapper, and I also saw Bonnie Godiva.